हजारों बच्चे सड़कों पर खेलते हुए हादसों का शिकार हो जाते हैं। बच्चों, खेलो डट के, बट सड़कों से हटके।
वाओ, अपनी गाड़ी में पिकनिक। थैंक्स पापा।
ये स्टेट बैंक ऑफ इंडिया कार लोन्स का कमाल है, और वो भी अट्रैक्टिव EMI के साथ।
And so affordable. नहीं तो पहले buying a car was so expensive, ना?
For affordable car loans, visit your SBI branch today.
Doctor, you're a funny man. लो, मेरा फैमिली एडवाइजर आ गया।
अरे तुम्हारा फैमिली डॉक्टर तो मैं हूँ। ये फैमिली एडवाइजर कौन है भाई?
भाई जैसे तुम मेरी हेल्थ का ख्याल रखते हो, वैसे ही मेरी वेल्थ का ख्याल रखता है मेरा फैमिली एडवाइजर, मेरा SMC, इंडियाज अवार्ड विनिंग ब्रोकर, जो रखे आपके निवेश का ख्याल। SMC, मनी वाइज बी वाइज।
The lightest or nothing. The smartest or nothing. The quietest or nothing. The sleekest, sexiest, baddest, safest, tightest, quickest, harshest, or nothing. At Mercedes-Benz, we do things one way or we don't do them at all. Introducing the all-new C-Class. The best or nothing.
Welcome back. You're watching BNSN, the stock game, and we are discussing each of our guests' portfolio. And Sharmila, let's discuss your third pick, which is a buy call on ITC with a target of 350. But the stock doesn't seem to be going anywhere today. Pretty flat in today's momentum, in today's session rather. What's your call on ITC?
We did see the stock correct deeply post budget, and I think with good reason, because of the new taxation that pushes up prices on cigarettes quite significantly. And as we've all been really seeing reflected in ITC numbers, the elasticity of passing on the price demand is coming down. But that said, I think ITC is also now looking at a lot getting more increasingly into food business, etc. So I think, you know, they've also really seen this thing coming, because they would be studying the trend of cigarette businesses globally. So I think the reaction was sort of in the price, and it was a little overdone. And I think at the end of the day, there are lots of things that ITC has, you know, within it, apart from the cigarette business. So I felt that it was time that you saw some buying, and the market, you did see some buying come into ITC from lower levels, and I think that this pullback will continue to 370, 380 levels.
Okay, so important to know that despite the fact that we've seen negative news come in on the stock, fundamentally it's a strong company. You can look to put your money into it, and 370 around those levels also is where you can see the stock headed to. But let's move right on and talk about HUL. By the way, some flashes coming in on your screen. We've been talking about how we've been seeing a lot of traction in an HUL vis-a-vis an ITC of late, and now from Cogences we understand, sources from Cogences rather suggest that there's been a price hike that's been undertaken. This is for the Pond's 100 grams facial foam, and it's by about 5 rupees in the month of Feb. And they've also hiked the 50 gram Dove Fair and Lovely face wash prices in the month of January by about 5 to 6 rupees. So keep an eye out on HUL. But let's move away from defensives and talk about Rakesh's third pick. And this space is a theme. Some of these PSU names have been holding out very smartly. Rajesh, just wanted to get in a call on BEML, and you know, do you think that all of the positives have already been factored in, or there's more to go?
Well, no, not at all. I think this is a must-have kind of stock in everybody's portfolio, and it's a pretty long call. I'm pretty bullish on it, and we have been bullish on the stock since 350 odd levels, and we see a lot of upside even from these levels. You see, the stock has been in a secular uptrend since the beginning of February. And the key triggers going from the stock now is that that the PM Modi's initiative of Make India campaign and his thrust on domestic manufacturing of the defense equipment, and the same reiteration by the finance minister in this year's budget by allocating some 2.48 lakh crores for the defense sector. I think this is a big positive going for the stock. And the stock is technically also, if you see the charts, the stock is in an extremely sweet spot as it has been rising steadily on a 45-degree trend line since the beginning of December. That is 3.5 months now. And the thing is that the stock patterns are also very bullish, and there are charters delight. I see a near-term resistance of 1,060-70 rupees, and if it's able to cross, then I think it would test 1270. 1800, 1900 is his all-time high.
Okay, that's a call coming in on BEML. Moving on now, let's discuss Everready. That is Ashish's third idea, and the target price that he set out of 249 has been met on that one. So, Ashish, if you could tell us your rationale behind the call.
Yeah, this is one of the multi-bagger. In fact, if you see mid-cap stock idea, if you see in the month of July 2014, the stock was almost 90 rupees. And from there, stock is now at 250 odd levels. And I'm expecting even further upside here. Then again, rationale is if you see their last 2-3 quarter numbers, numbers are pretty good. In fact, in last quarter, their net profit went up by almost 240%. If you see their shareholding pattern, FIs which were nowhere in the company in last 1 year, they have increased their holding to almost 8%, and domestic institutions have increased their holding from 6% to 11%. So a lot of institutional interest is developing this stock. And post-budget saw that in case of LED lights and fixtures, excise duty will be reduced from 12 to 6%. Is again big positive for players like Everready Industries, which are pitching to be a major player in LED light segment. So all positive for Everready. Going forward, I am expecting this stock to touch even 300 level. So it's still a good buy to add in the portfolio even in short to medium run.
Okay, that's a word coming in on Everready, and indeed watch out for some strong upside levels as we speak. In fact, the counter is inching higher. Should pull up the intraday chart for you as it's knocking on the doors of 250. As we speak, Everready is looking very smart on your screens. But time to go across to Sharmila and find out what she's picked out as her last recommendation, and that in the form of Spark, one of the favorites from the mid-cap pharma basket, you think?
I don't know about favorite, but we've had a spate of good news on Sun Pharma and Spark. So I think while we've seen a very sharp run-up in Spark, it is one of those counters which when the news flow is good, can give you returns which are out of the ordinary sort of a thing. Which is, I think, the case with Spark, and I think it will continue to give you these kind of returns for some time.
Okay, and clearly the stock over the last 3 months has gained more than 100%. That's the call on Spark, and the target price that Sharmila set out has been met. Rajesh, your final pick, or rather a buy call on McNally Bharat with the target price of 104 has also been met. So if you could just give a quick chart check, how much more can it go?
You see the stock yesterday opened with a huge gap on the back of a news that a marquee investor has purchased a 15% stake in the counter. I think that ignited it in the short term. The company has been languishing and doing nothing for last many months or years to say. During the last bull market of 2008, the stock touched the levels of 450, 500 rupees, and since then it came down to the levels of 30, 40. I don't know what is the buzz in the counter, but I think this investors buying has ignited it in the short term. 120 is the near-term resistance. It's a key resistance. If it's able to cross 120, and then probably we would be able to see higher levels. And definitely 150 is on the card. Definitely 150 is on the card.
Okay, those are some aggressive targets being flagged off on McNally Bharat, and buying has certainly resumed in this one. 102 almost as we speak, and the counter is up by a good 3.5%. Moving right on, Prism Cement. Ashish, let's discuss the fundamentals of this one from the mid-cap cement basket. You think it's a good time to buy?
Yeah, in fact, Prince Cement, the beauty is this is just not an ordinary or another cement company. It's an integrated building material company. If you see the product mix, they are having 7 million ton cement plant at single location in MP. Besides this, they are into a tile segment in brand name of H&R Johnson India, which is again a dominant player in tile industry, and they are number 2 in India in ready-mix concrete space. So they cater to entire need of building material industry. Besides this, they mostly sell through distributors and mainly cater to tier 3 and tier 4 requirements. So this is again a big positive for particular this stock. And if you see in last 1 year, the stock is just getting strength, though companies incurring still losses, but FIIs as well as domestic institutional investors are increasing their stake in this company with every passing quarter. And the stock has touched 52-week high yesterday, and I'm quite optimistic this stock even will touch 175, 180 levels in next quarter.
Okay, that's the call coming in on Prism Cement. With that, let's quickly take a calculator check and see where each of our guests are placed at this point of time. First up, Sharmila Joshi's portfolio. Her target price has been met for 3 stocks. A bit of a bother there, even for ANIL. However, her stock sitting with an overall gain of more than 4,000 rupees. Let's take a look at Rajesh Sharma's portfolio. Again, the target price that he set out for Alstom TND India as well as McNally Bharat has been met. A bit of a bother there for BEML. However, overall portfolio is in the green, gaining close to 21,000 rupees. And finally, Ashish Maheshwari's portfolio. He has been stopped out on 2 counters and has gained on 1 counter, which is ever ready. And overall portfolio still in the green, gaining close to 15,000 rupees. So as of now, it's Rajesh Sharma leading, followed by Ashish as well as Sharmila. Well, with that, let's take time out to thank each of our guests for taking time out and sharing their portfolio with us on the Stock Game.
And as we wrap it up right here on the show, we leave you with images of India's richest man, and it's not Mukesh Ambani anymore. Bloomberg's rich list has Sun Pharma promoter Dilip Shanghvi as the man at the helm of the coveted list.
The market is looking at future, and probably some portions of the industry is looking at the past, where they have seen bad results, disappointing results, but market is hoping that these are one-off events and this will soon be passing.
Nilesh Shah analyzes the current market trends on Market Makers. Only on ET Now.
50 सालों से करोड़ों लोगों को इंतजार नहीं, एक बेहतर जिंदगी का हक दिलवा रहे हैं। UTI म्यूचुअल फंड, हक एक बेहतर जिंदगी का।
Mutual fund investments are subject to market risks. Read all scheme-related documents carefully.
Don't lose out. Trade on India's fastest exchange, BSE.
Happy anniversary, baby.
Anniversary. Your gift is in the car. I'll just get it.
The new Polo with the 1.5-liter TDI engine. Power when you need it.
Happy anniversary, baby.
Volkswagen, das Auto.
Technology can steer India towards a connected economy. The government, the people and business can converge to leverage technology that can transform our society. New Call Telecom Limited presents Digital India, Opportunities and Economic Challenges in association with the Economic Times.
We have to make sure the role of government is not to plan. You can't plan for technology change. It's happening too fast. You basically provide the means whereby there is competition and transparency.
A thought leadership discussion on identifying the challenges and opportunities of a digital revolution in India. Only on ET Now.
9 to 5 job, arey 5 to 9 job, bhag dog, all the time job. The roaming wala job, the deadline wala job, or are you living living in the market wala job.
Life is full of options. Choose a job and earn on your own terms. Choose to become an LIC agent. It's more than a job. It's career insurance. Be your own boss. Be an LIC agent. Ab life set hai.
भाया फील्ड सेटिंग होनी चाहिए राजस्थानी थाली की जइया ऑफ साइड में चूरमा और अचार ऑन साइड में दाल और बाटी और स्लिप में कैश धरने के लिए अपनी छाछ
क्रिकेट एक्सपर्ट्स अनेक कार्ड्स के सिर्फ एक carwali.com ask the experts
Schools everywhere. Consumes less energy.